Hello there. Thanks for joining me again today. This is going to be a beautiful, stretchy flow. We're just going to start this one in a seated position. So go ahead. If you'd like to grab a block, you can go ahead and grab that now. Once you get here, we're just going to bring the hands to the knees. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Maybe closing the eyes here. Actively reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Feeling the earth beneath you. Noticing how your physical body feels right now. Just take in a few rounds of breath. We're going to start with hip circles here to the right. So just light circles, feeling into the hips, into the spine. Nice and slow. We're in no hurry today. And let's go ahead and reverse that circle towards the left. Beautiful. Slowly lifting back up here. Next inhale, those arms go up and overhead, palms touch. Right hand comes down to meet the mat, left arm actively reaching towards the right. Inhale brings us back up, palms touch, left arm comes down, right arm reaches towards the left. Nice little bend in that elbow. Inhale brings us back up, palms touch, right palm comes to the earth, left arm reaches. We're going to take big circles here, so take that left arm back and then forward. We'll go 2 more times like this. And next inhale brings us back up, palms touch, left arm comes down, right arm over towards the left, and let's take those big circles, reaching back and then forward. We'll do this 2 more times. Beautiful. Inhale brings us up. We're going to twist to the right, so opening up, bringing left hand to that right knee. Right hand comes behind us. Using those inhales to lengthen and maybe going a bit deeper on the exhales. Making sure you're breathing into that belly. Inhale those arms back up, and we're going to open up to the left. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand behind us. Utilizing the breath here. Inhale those arms back up, and we'll exhale them down to heart center. We're just going to do some eagle arms. So we're going to bring the right out front, and then we'll wrap the left around, maybe getting the hands to touch each other. And if not, that's okay. This left can rest on the outside of that right hand. On the inhale, we'll lift up. And on the exhale, we'll round. Inhale lifts us back up. And exhale, we round. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, round. We're going to release the arms, open up into cactus. Big open expansion here. And back to center and the opposite arm here. And on the inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift. And open up, cactus those arms. And back to heart center. Beautiful. Let's come around into our all fours. And just seeing how we feel here. Gripping through the mat. Inhale, we lift that chest, gaze goes up. Take a full round of breath here. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we'll round through the spine. Taking a full round of breath here. Next inhale brings us back into our cow and cat. Coming back to our neutral spine, walking the hands slightly forward, tucking the toes. We're coming in, downward facing dog. Once you get here, we're going to pedal through the feet. Stretching through the legs here. One more round of breath here. And slowly we'll walk the hands back to the feet. Finding our ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows. We're going to sway left to right. When we get to the right side, we're going to bend through that right knee and straighten through that left. And then when we sway to the left, we're going to straighten through the right and bend through the left. Let's do this a few times, going back and forth. We'll go one more time, both ways. And we'll slowly peel up to standing, rolling the shoulder blades down the back body, head and neck come last. Big smile on our face. Shift the weight to the left, catch that right knee with your right and left hand clasped together. And let's take some ankle rolls one way. And let's reverse that roll. Oh, beautiful. Release that leg. Switch the weight over to the right. Catch that left knee. And let's take those rolls going one way. And let's reverse the roll to go the other way. Slowly we release. Hands to hips. Let's just shift those hips. Right, left, right, left, right, and left. Go ahead and bring those feet towards each other. Inhale those arms up. Maybe take a slight back bend here. And on the exhale, we slice through the sky. Forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands forward. Down dog. Bend through the knees. Roll forward into our plank. Lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin, hugging those elbows into the rib cage. Roll through into our cobra. Exhale, we fold. Inhale lifts us back up, cobra. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale to cobra. And on the next exhale, we tuck those toes and we send it up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to step this right foot to the outer edge of this right hand, lizard. Keeping that back knee lifted, we're going to rock forwards and backwards here. And we're going to kind of revolve this. So left hand plants. This right hand's going to sweep around and back, and we can pivot to the outer edges of that left foot. And we can turn that right foot facing the back of the room or parallel. One more round of breath. Coming back around, left knee can come to the mat. Right foot stays where it is, and we're going to push back, half splits, a little variation here. And back to the breath. We can twist this half split here. Left hand plants, right hand sweeps up towards the sky. Feel into those outer IT bands on that right hip. Gaze comes back down. Right hand circles down to come to the mat. Heel toe this right foot into the middle line. Tuck the back toes, and we're going to come up into our high lunge here. Let's go ahead and take those arms up and overhead. We're going to open up this twist to the right and then exalt this twisted high lunge. So left arm's reaching up. We're going to spin and pivot all the way around into our warrior two. So pivot on that back foot. Arms are parallel, gaze is towards that right hand. Extend a side angle. You can bring right elbow to right knee. You could also bring that block down to the mat. Left arm reaches towards the front of the room. Having that bicep to your ear here. Nice round of breath. We're going to come up into an exalted triangle, so straighten through that right leg. Left arm meets the left leg. Right arm reaches up and back. Coming around triangle, pivoting forwards. Right hand to right shin, left arm up. If you have the block, you can bring that block here. You can also bring your hand down to the mat. Just finding what feels good here. We're stretching. Should feel wonderful. Beautiful. We're going to revolve this triangle. So left hand's going to come down. You can take that left foot forward a little bit. And when it feels good, you can sweep that right arm up towards the sky. Beautiful. Hand comes down to the mat. We're going to step this left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale brings us up. Halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Downward facing dog. Round of breath here. Left leg sweeps up, three-leg dog. Stepping it to the outer edge of that left hand. Back knee stays lifted, lizard lunge here. Rocking forwards and backwards. Coming into that revolve, what we call revolve skandasana. So pivoting to the outer edge of that right foot, left hand reaches back. Beautiful. Pivot around, right knee comes to the mat. We're going to come into our half splits here. Digging that left heel into the mat here. Keeping the hips as square as possible. This is a little variation, so our left leg's a little wider than normal. Beautiful. We're slowly going to roll forward and we're going to heel toe that left foot into the center line. Tuck those back toes and we're coming up high lunge, arms up and overhead here. Open up, twist to the left. We're going to exalt this twist so left hand comes down to this right leg, right arm reaches up. We're going to spin to pivot around, warrior two. Coming back to the breath. We're coming for that extended side angle, so either knee to elbow, or you can bring your hand down to the mat. Right arm up and overhead to that bicep to ear. Coming back to the breath. Next inhale brings us up into that exalted triangle, so straighten through that left leg. Right hand comes to that right thigh, left arm reaches back. Slowly come around, finding our triangle pose here. Beautiful. Gaze comes down, right hand plants. You can bring that left foot or right foot in just a little bit to our revolve triangle here. When it feels good, you can take that left arm up and overhead. One more round of breath here. Beautiful. Frame that left foot and step that right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Just feel into this ragdoll here for just a moment. Nice bend through the knees will allow us to get into that lower back. Inhale brings us up to half lift. Exhale, we fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower down the knees, the chest, and the chin. Come up into our cobra. And exhale, we're all going to push back, child's pose. Arms reaching forward. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Beautiful. Slowly peeling up. We are coming down to our backs slowly. So just making your way down. Hug those knees into the chest. Left foot is going to plant down. Knee is lifted. We're coming into a reclined pigeon. Right ankle comes under that left knee. Use your right hand to push against that right leg. Beginning to open it up here. If it feels good, you can take your hands and interlace them behind that left thigh. Using this right elbow to push against that right knee. Active right foot. Take one more round of breath here. Release the interlace and we'll allow this right leg to go ahead and cross over. We're going to allow those legs to drop over towards the left. Arms in our T and take your gaze towards that right hand. Making sure we're filling that belly up with air. Next inhale brings us back to center. Unravel those legs, hug those knees into the chest. Allow the right foot to plant down. Left ankle coming under that right knee, using the left hand to push against that left thigh. Feeling that opening. And if it feels good, we can lift up and interlace the hands behind that right thigh, using the left elbow to push against that left knee or thigh. 5 rounds of breath here. Beautiful. Slowly release that interlace. Allow that left leg to go ahead and fully wrap. Allowing them to drop over towards the right, arms in T. Gaze goes towards that left hand. Filling that belly up with air. Next inhale brings us back around. Unravel the legs, hug the knees into the chest. We're going to rock and roll up into a seated position. You can take you a few rocks if it feels good. Otherwise, you can just push up into our seat. Bringing the hands to heart center. The divine in me honors and acknowledges the divinity within you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel good. I hope that you feel stretched out. And tomorrow, we're not going to be as sore. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.